All right, here we go. Big Daddy Shin with a Worldwide Wednesday. Yay. I don't know what happened on here. Anyway, so here I am, my every other week. Today, let me get some music on right here. All right, so anyways, here we go. Big Daddy Shin Worldwide Wednesday. What's going on in my life? So people say, hey, you know what? You had that little baby Yoda video from yesterday. It is horrible. And I go, okay, you know what? You're right. So what happened is, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I had this, the Mandalorian, right? People are watching Mandalorian go, ooh, baby Yoda, child, I'm going to get the thing. What's going on, Raul? Jeff? Yeah. Thanks for hanging out. I'm talking about my baby Yoda, right? When people are saying, oh, we're going to get that toy. It's going to be the most amazing thing ever. It's like, whatever. So I ordered it, back ordered, Hasbro, animatronics. So I got it right here. Okay. Now I did the yesterday one. Okay, look, here's the baby Yoda. So, yes, baby Yoda, I get it, right? The child, whatever. So what happens is, it was on demo mode yesterday. So I'm like, I felt so stupid. I'm like, oh my gosh, right? Oh, I just touch his ear like this. So you touch his head. I think you do it 3 times. And you go, oh, you. Hey, so I don't know. I guess there's like 25 things you could do. Right? You're like, okay, I know what you're saying. I'm a grown dude playing with a toy. You know, you can put him to sleep. Go to sleep, Yoda. Come on, BY. Wait, you gotta see this. Okay, he's up, right? So you put him to sleep like this. All right, go to sleep, man. Go to sleep. There you go. All right, whatever. Anyways, yes, go Dodgers. I don't know if we're winning or losing, okay? So what happens is, people know that I was big time Dodger fan. It's like, all right, Dodgers this, Dodgers that, whatever, right? And then so, yeah, it's kind of weird because the season's going by so quickly. And yeah, you know, it's like they're just like risen from the dead, right? They're like dead to rights, about to lose, and then they overcome all obstacles, and now they're in the World Series. But it's kind of weird because it's not the same when they're playing it in Texas, right? I mean, yeah, what we want to do, we want to win this whole thing and stuff, but you know, what it's, I don't know. I'm kind of weird feelings about it. I mean, yeah, I want to win, but I kind of feel like, you know, when the Astros fans felt like they're cheating. Actually, no, I take that back. It's not that bad. I want the Dodgers to win, don't get me wrong. Okay? Also, nothing did. Got my watch. So I'm back in action with the watch. That's what happened this Wednesday. Well, it happened this last week, and it was exciting. And I got on the bike, not the bike, the machine. 30 minutes on the machine. There we go. I did it one morning. I got to do it again. One day, maybe tomorrow. But then I found out that it's so easy to exercise in the morning. It's all dark and everything. You just go up there, and then, you know, I know you don't want to know this, but I do it with my shirt off, right? So I look like this model, just running. Just like that. So, another thing too, I found out for this whole new school thing, this whole virtual learning school, it's great, but I'm talking so much. Like right now, I didn't want to do the Worldwide Wednesday. I'm thinking, gosh, I am super tired because all I did, I'm just talking to these parents and the kids, motivation speech, you know, hearing problems and motivation speech. And then so it turns out that I'm actually pretty good at this stuff, right? Maybe I should have been a counselor or maybe a psychiatrist, or I have no idea. But I'm pretty good at what I do. So that's what the virtual academy we're going for there. And what else happened this last week? We're one step closer on getting the technology for me and Harold the Handyman to be able to sing at the same time. So if you came on that last Friday, okay, I messed up because some reason, okay, now I have an echo on my Zoom calls and stuff, and then when I do the transmission from different things, I put it on my Facebook, the Big Daddy Shin page for Friday karaoke nights. So what happened is the people that were waiting for me to sing at 8 o'clock on Friday weren't able to see it. So I made a whole rebroadcast. I did it live. I was going to do the same show. But then Harold and his family, they were on the thing. And then so, they go, oh, sing something, sing something. Hold on. You don't like the background music? Oh, man. I love the background music. It makes it sound like it's a YouTube video, right? Or is it too loud? I don't know. Oh, I see what happened. I should have. Okay. I'll figure it out. So anyways, when Harold came on, we're singing songs, and then, it looked like a fun idea. And then we got to, we just got to do it. We know how to do it. It takes the right combination. So if you guys don't know, I think it's called a flow chart. It's like a system audio flow chart. And then so you see like what has to turn on, it has to go into here, go to there, and then the person streams it. Okay. So one day we're going to get there. And then so we're going to sing, I don't know, Hermosito Corazón together. That'd be awesome. Now the Skyrim is a big fan. Good too. Yes. One day I am going to do that whole, doing video games and stream. I mean, I should. I have Call of Duty on my computer. I mean, people are just going to watch me just get destroyed. But I don't know. I know that my new students want to do a video game club, so we might do that, right? Do this whole social media club and figure things out. But in the meantime, I realized that I'm a pretty blessed guy. A lot of different things that I could actually do, and I'm actually pretty excited. And there's a lot of things coming up in the future, right? So I'm, I'm talking to different people, trying to get things, on the ball and going for it. But we'll see. So hopefully one day I'm going to do something where all you guys are going to be proud of me. Oh, another thing too is Disneyland, right? So people were excited yesterday going, oh yeah, Disneyland's going to open. It's going to open. Disneyland. Yeah. No. So it turns out that when I read the news, okay, Orange County has to reach a certain threshold. I think only 4 people out of 100,000 can catch the virus in like a certain time. So it's never going to happen, basically. But they're saying if it did, there's a chance it happened in like 6 months, right? So in the meantime, Disneyland's losing a ton of money. Not just Disneyland, but you have Knott's Berry Farm, Six Flags, Universal Studios. So they said, okay, they did other rules too. All right, you can't buy a ticket on the same day as you go. So if you don't have a ticket on that day, or if you don't buy one ahead of time, you're not getting in. And then another thing is, when you buy a ticket, you have to live within 120 miles of Disneyland. I'm going, oh my gosh, that's kind of nuts. Now the thing is, even if it gets more crazy than that, they only could sell 25% capacity of the park. You're like, wow. I mean, so if it was hard enough to get into Rise of the Resistance, right, that ride, that Star Wars ride, then it's going to be near impossible to be able to get a ticket to go inside the park. And once you do, you have to keep your mask on unless you're sitting in the designated you can eat seats. So I'm like, yeah, so that's pretty gnarly over there. So am I going to be coming over there? I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, I do want to go, but it's like there's just so many different rules. And you notice on that rule list, they left out have fun, right? So that's what's a lot of the things going to have to happen. And then, I think the Dodgers are supposed to, well, okay, we're talking next year, but they started selling their tickets for next year. And, yeah, I don't know if I'm doing it. I did it the last couple years, but I'm like, gosh, I just can't do it, the social distance. I mean, it's great that they're winning and everything, but I don't know. But we'll see what happens. I mean, in a couple weeks, the world's going to change, right? And some people think it's for the better. Some people think it's for the worst, right? So I hope it's going to happen for the better. And then we live life, So since I'm not seeing any burning questions in the chat, I'm probably going to take off. Unless someone had some question that they were just going like, you know what? Here he is. He's taking questions. What can he actually answer? Anybody? Okay. I think that's pretty cool then. So, yeah, Friday, I'll be back to sing. Hold on. Okay, so here's a question. Eric Von Zipper says, loving your new Bovado, but for your original watch, one video you bought an Amazon repair kit to do it yourself. Then you took it to the watch shop and they were going to fix it. What went wrong? What went wrong was I was so stupid to think that I could spend $10 on a repair kit that I could actually put the back on my watch. Okay? So the thing is, I was too cheap. I knew it was like $25 going to the jewelry store so they could go and snap it on, just press it and that's it. And then just seeing how they do it, it looks so easy where I'm like, okay, you know what? I could do this. Okay? But I ordered the thing. It turns out I can't do it. Wouldn't snap on. I'm like, what the heck? And whatever. Okay? And then, while I'm trying to place it, all the watch handles that came off, all this stuff, I'm going, oh man, this totally blows. Right? So I'm like, all right, I'm going to find a store that's open. So I found the watch station in Artesia. He's a good guy. Right? So it's in Little India and all this stuff. But when I went there, he looked at it. Oh yeah, we could just snap that back on. Okay, put a new battery. But then he noticed that when he was going to put it together, the watch didn't change the thing, to change the time. It broke. So, oh yeah, you got to go get it fixed. Oh, okay, got it. So he got an estimate from somebody else, and then he said, yeah, it's going to cost about $150. Okay, whatever. Let's do it. But when they put it on, actually they said it's going to be $250. But then when they did it, and then they put the backing back on it, it was bent out of shape. So what happened is when I did that $10 thing at Amazon, I ruined it. I flattened out the bezel part of it, the main part, and it went like this. So it made it too big for the bottom piece to fit. And I'm like, so he said, yeah, if you want this sentimental value, we'll glue it on. I'm like, that's not an option. Paying $250 for it to be glued on, and then so what? I have to keep going there. They have to unglue it and glue it back on every time I want a battery change. That wasn't the business. I didn't want to do that. So I figure, you know what? Got to buy a new watch. Got this one, right? I got to return that Casio one. I think it's a great watch, but it's just too big. I mean, it's like heavy. It's like stupid big. That's how crazy that watch is, right? Song Harry Potter. I don't even know what Harry Potter song. Yeah, every time you see the thing on YouTube videos, it looks so much easier. That's why it's like when I do my stuff, I don't even edit. It's like, because if you have a problem, I want you to be able to run through the problem. Go, oh yeah, right. I think like the fixing the crack video on my windshield. I think I did that one. The one that went smooth was the put your bandana on your head. It was like a minute long video. That one was pretty good. But yeah, doing it yourself and trying to fix those watches. Of course, these people did like millions of watches. I only did one. Well, I almost did one. I mean, I broke my watch. And so it was a pretty expensive mistake. And I'm happy with this one that I got, though. But I don't know. I just couldn't get myself to, even going to Costco, they had ones that are like 500 or I think that watch shop, they had some Tissot watch that it looked pretty good, but I don't know. Even though Tissot and Movado are pretty much the same, I just wanted the Movado, just like the TikTokers. Anything else? Any questions? And then if you ever have songs you want me to sing for Friday that you know that I don't know, just let me know so I can start learning them, right? Nothing worse than when, there are things that are worse, but it's pretty bad when someone says, hey, sing this one. You start doing it and it's horrible. Okay, so Dr. Evil says, how do you moisturize your hands? I don't. I just take a shower. I go in. I go out. That's pretty much it. Use soap. So one of my friends, one of his old girlfriends, had him lotion up his whole body. He's like, I'm not going to do that. That's horrible. And then so he did it. And then after a while, it's like he had like the softest body, he says. But, I would never know. Okay, next question is, why you're not a music teacher anymore? I don't understand your new job, and why do you work from home now? All right, hold on a second. Where's my drink? I want a drink. Okay, so my new job, I'm a virtual teacher advisor. Okay. So there's a lot of schools, they're doing the whole social or distance learning and everything. So people are teaching their stuff. And while I was a music teacher, I did it. I had my setup and, basically like right now, you see my stuff, right? That's how I teach my classes and it's totally fun. But what happens is sometimes you gotta think about the future. Sometimes, right? Now, the thing is, they're always going to need teachers, okay? Don't get me wrong. They're always going to need teachers. English, math, history, science, and stuff. But in the situation that we are right now, okay, I'm a music teacher and singing teacher. So when this whole coronavirus, pandemic, China virus, whatever you want to call it, when it happened, people are scared about getting the disease and stuff. And then the governor even shut down singing in churches. So I know that one day they're going to shut down singing in schools. When that happens, I'd be really, really messed up, right? And since I'm not a tenured teacher in my district, if I lost my job, I lose my job. That's it. I'd have to look wherever. I'd have to go by wherever Jeff Giordano lives and find a job there, right? So what happens is they had an opening for the virtual academy. So this school, there's a lot of schools that are like this. They buy a computer curriculum where the kids could work at their own pace, watch videos, and they take their tests and whatever. And then that's it. And then they have like the A through G requirements, and there's a lot of different things too. But my district, they opened one up, and then they needed somebody who could man it down. Now, in the summer, if you knew what I did credit recovery for summer school. So I helped at least 100 kids pass their classes and then change their F's into C's. And then also I had 20 kids that like they were like dropouts for high school, but I was helping them recover their units and then they actually graduated in August. So my resume is pretty impressive. But they were looking for one person to manage the students who are doing this online virtual academy, right? So I applied and they gave it to me. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you know? And is one of my former old bosses who's like the principal and like the other people that I work for. I mean, it's a great opportunity. So I get paid the same, but all the students are online virtually. So I'm the guy that makes sure that they keep, doing their work on time, and like if the parents need anything, I'm like a counselor, all that stuff. Okay, so right now I'm in the process of just calling them, introduce myself. I'm on the phone for like 30 minutes to like 45 minutes. I mean, it's crazy, like per person. But it's like these parents, they like the idea that I'm the guy that helps out their kid for whatever years. Like, like I have a kid, 7th grader. She's like, oh yeah, you're awesome and stuff. It's like, yeah, don't stop. It's okay. Right. So I go, yeah, kid, I'm going to be your teacher for 6 years. So some people, even 1 hour a day is too much. Right. But some people wouldn't mind having me a teacher for more than one thing. These kids, all of them have me all day. They have my phone number. We could do like Zoom together, all this stuff. But whatever their assignments are, I steer them in the right direction. We have 24-hour-a-day tutors. That's a pretty weird concept, actually. And I don't have to move over there. So now when school opens up and everybody's all, oh, man, we got to teach pandemic stuff. We got to do all that kind of stuff. I'll be doing the same thing. That's why I got this machine, too. So since I'm working from home, I need my exercise. Right. And it's kind of weird that I'm not actually teaching any more classes. But the good thing, the awesome thing is I know that I'm directly responsible for the success of these kids. I mean, same breath, I'm direct responsible for the failure of them too. But failure's not in my DNA. We're gonna succeed, and it's gonna be amazing. So when I applied for the job, there's only 40, and then now there's like 63, right? So it's only going to grow because now, before this week, they didn't have any of the teachers go and talk to the parents. So the parents are basically just sign up for this thing. Their kid's like in depression because they're not doing the, it's like no contact, whatever, end of the world. Then all of a sudden, Mr. Shin comes over, and everything's going to be okay, all right? But anyways, I did it because job-wise, there's more. I feel like I could be bigger impact. I'm really good at what I do here. And also, when I drive to work, it's about an hour and a half each way. So for last year, I drove 3 hours a day, and it was horrible. But it was worth it. I loved it. But now they saved me that drive that I could just work at home. See? Okay, so how long does this job last? Well, if it's horrible, probably 2 years. If it's awesome, forever. So I'm in the mentality that it's going to be forever, okay? Because I know that my job is on the line, my future, okay? And then I don't want to be laughing stock. Ha ha, you did that online school and then it sucked, right? That's the last thing I want. I want people to go be like, oh my gosh, that school that you helped put together, amazing, right? So we're working on the accreditation because my principal, he was part of the WASC accreditation team where he goes visit schools and all this stuff. But then, so to get our school WASC accredited, it shouldn't be a problem. And then so we have the curriculum, the A through G curriculum, so people could actually, it's a legit high school. And then so what we're going to do to set us apart is I'm going to do clubs. So when people go to these virtual schools, they wake up in the morning and then they're muted, and then they go into class, they're muted. There's no lunchtime, no recess, no after school. So basically, they don't get to talk to their friends all day long. You could go to almost any school in the country, and then when you do the virtual school, you don't have friends because they can't meet. So I decided the most important part about, well, not the most important, but one of the most important things about going to school is being social. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually have a bunch of clubs, and I'm going to be the advisor, and we're going to have them every day. So people will be able to find out, like, oh, you like K-pop music? Okay, K-pop club on Monday. You like video games? Okay, video games on Tuesday. Whatever the thing is. So these kids could go and actually physically talk to each other, enjoy conversation about their favorite subject, get each other's phone numbers, and then they become friends. It's genius, right? And then their parents who are worried because they're the only ones of their friends that have a kid in virtual academy. Well, we need a virtual PTA so these parents could talk and hang out with one another while they talk about their kids doing this whole online thing. Talk about how good or bad their Korean teacher is, all that kind of stuff, But it's going to be like a family environment. So I think by word of mouth, a lot of people are going to want to join eventually. Okay? Like it's just going to grow. And when it grows, then we get another teacher and another teacher, that kind of thing. So how long will I be here? I have no idea. I'm hoping it's forever. But I think I'm only going to be teaching till I'm 65. Maybe 62. I'm 50. So there's a long time. So if any first graders watching right now, yes, until you graduate high school, I will be teaching there. So, yeah. Is there anybody else? Oh, here we go. All right. So, when did you start shaving your head? And what did you look like with hair? We need a hairy picture. Lol. Okay. I started shaving my head, I'm thinking 2008. Maybe 2009. Maybe 2008. Okay. So what happens is, you have that whole monk crown and everything, but then I had the front part right here. Okay. So it looked kind of stupid in retrospect. All I had to do is just shave that little part off further, and then I'm whatever. So I started balding, gosh, I don't know when, maybe 28, 29. Hair would start falling out. Okay. And it's yeah. The reason why is for a little while I was bulimic. Can you believe that? Right? So I did it, and then the shock to my body, lost the weight. I looked great. It was amazing. But I lost the hair. And then so this is just paying the price for it. Now when I started shaving, the first time's always the weirdest time. But after that, it's no big deal. It's like, now it's just a way. I can't even picture myself with hair. If you wonder what my hair looked like, picture Barry White hairdo on my head. That's what I looked like, especially when I was about 24. I even had the goatee going, the Malcolm X glasses. That's what I looked like. And then, I don't know. I mean, later on, everybody has long hair. They realize how much it sucks when you have long hair. You have to condition it and all that stuff and get the trims. But now I just go in the shower, get the razor blade, and just shave it. All right, but anyways, that's when I started shaving. Next question. What's going on? Anything? Skyrim song. So, what happened with my fair? So, people that know that when I went to Mexico, one of my best friends in the world was my fair. So, it's one of the things where it's like, over time, there's only so certain amount of time that you could actually spend with people. So when she'd come visit or I went over there, yeah, just like when you have like a week or something. But when you stay with people for like a month, right? Then you figure out certain things about people where you're like, gosh, I don't like hanging out with this person that much. So there's parts about her personality, parts of my personality, and then it's like it just wasn't good for friends anymore, right? I mean, it's like I wish her well. She's probably doing pretty good, you know. I think she got married, right? And that's about it. But pretty much, it's like when people like live in different countries and stuff, you could still be friends and everything. But when you actually spend that much time and then things get lost in translation, that's that. All right. Why don't I do online dating during quarantine? Okay. So with online dating, period. Okay. People are usually looking for a certain look. Okay. Like, so if you're a girl, it doesn't matter if you're skinny, fat, tall, short, whatever. Okay. You're always going to get dudes trying to pick up on you because guys, they're going to say yes, 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 right? But girls are super picky on what they do. Okay. Now, knowing that and knowing like, my size and how I look and like personality, I don't have like those model pictures that like, look like a CNR commercial, or I know some of you guys don't even know what CNR is, but basically like the suit tuxedo commercials, model looking, and plus I'm overweight, wearing glasses, bald. They're gonna be like, oh no, we want those beardo people with like whatever, someone who's gonna treat me bad, all that kind of stuff, right? And so that's the thing. So for me, I kind of don't like wasting my time with the whole dating thing, because the thing is, you could just go look and like you shop and whatever. Oh, okay, yes, 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 whatever, right? And then it's like nobody responds. So I'm like, you know what? I'm better off just meeting people in line, right? Like actually a physical line, like at the store. So 2 times during pandemic, I was able to get girls' phone numbers in line. So think about this, okay? I'm like a 6-foot Charlie Brown looking dude, wearing a mask with my smile on the face. And then I talk that way with my sunglasses on, whatever. And then so twice I was able to get someone's phone number. So I don't know, maybe the mental telepathy on getting their phone number, or they're like knowing they're single and whatever. And yes, it was a good exercise. And wow, this is a pretty big confidence booster. It's like, what? You're from Ukraine? Oh, okay. Well, maybe she didn't speak English. Maybe she thought like she's giving me her number so I could sell her something. Who knows? But I got it, right? And then so I'm thinking like, okay, you know what? When things open up, I'm usually pretty good. I'll meet certain people. I'm not scared to go up to different people. Okay, no, I take that back. Sometimes I am. Like when I'm at the park or when I'm dressed like crap or whatever. It's like, yeah. So it's like, you always have that curse of Costco, right? Whenever I'm dressed really bad, I'll go to Costco and I'm going to meet someone, and then it's pretty impressive, right? But I'm like, crap, I look horrible. But then when I do look pretty good, I don't meet anybody, Actually, it's funny. I could tell you the story of when you go for the grocery store, right? So, someone told me, you know what, you should go to like Trader Joe's and get a cart and just push around the stuff and put a bunch of kale and crap in your stuff. I go, you're kidding me. It's like, yeah, because chicks want to see people are taking care of themselves. And I'm like, that doesn't work. There's no way. I'm not going to put a bunch of kale in my thing just to like pick up on chicks who eat that stuff, right? Those people probably wouldn't want to go to Korean barbecue either. But anyways, with that in mind, there was a time where, my dance classes, I'd go to belly dance classes, and I was working really hard. And then so, I looked good. I had my Lululemon pants and like, the shirt, the bandana around the head, all that kind of stuff, right? And like, wow, it's getting up there. So one week I was really impressed with myself because it's like I had a really good sweat. I've been working hard all week. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go to Albertsons and I'm going to buy some ice cream. Yeah, I'm going to reward myself. So, okay. Now, stupid me, I'm going through Albertsons and then all those sporadic buys. You know, you say like, oh, look, ravioli. Oh, I'm going to get a can of ravioli. What? 6 for $1 each? All right, let me get 6 of them, right? Ooh, look, bean dip. So if you get bean dip, what do? Fritos. Ooh, 2 bags for $5. And then you go, okay, go to the ice cream. Then you have the ice cream. Oh, okay. One of them $6, but 2 for $4.50 or something stupid. I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay, so you get 2 of them, or buy 3-pack, whatever it is. Ultimately, long story short, I had a bunch of crap in my grocery store, right? So I'm going to the front line, and then here I am wearing all my Mayor Garcetti yoga stuff, right? I'm going to the front thinking like, okay, yeah, whatever, right? I didn't think of anything. But as soon as I got in the line, there's a girl right in front of me. She looked within striking distance of my age, maybe like 35, 40, whatever. I don't know, right? So I'm like, oh, okay. I'm going through my Rolodex of pickup lines. Gosh, what am I going to say? Okay, I'm going to say haha, whatever, right? So while I'm doing that, she turns, she looks at me, and then she looks at the stuff in my basket and looks at me and goes, pfft. So it's game over. I'm like, okay, this sucks. Some dude in workout gear, and there's like ice cream, cookies, ravioli. So yeah, I should have put some kale in there. So that's that. But anyways, I'll be good. I'll figure it out somehow one of these days. Hopefully more times on this bike or in a machine will help me out. All right, what's next? Do we have one? That's a very personal story, by the way. I think I turned off the people. Hold on. Okay. Did you ever get dates from meeting people outside, like grocery shopping or Disneyland? That's a funny story. Single dating is tough. Yeah, thanks, Eric. Okay. Yes. I did. I think I did both. Okay. So it's like when you have my personality, okay, I really don't have that many fears. Okay. Because when you ask someone, even just talk to somebody, right? They either talk to you or they don't. You ask somebody on a date, they either take you or they don't, right? So that's why it's like, okay, there was a time where I was. This is the story that that taught me my lesson on being fearless. Okay. One time I'm being late to work. This is when I lived in Buena Park. Okay, and then I'm at the gas station, and then I drove an Expedition at the time, right? And then so I'm going this way, and there's another car this way. And then I started cleaning my windows, and then the girl next to me, there's a girl right there, and she starts cleaning her windows, right? And then so she's doing it. She's having a hard time. I thought she did just because she was like just copying what I was doing, just hearing the squeegee, the ASMR, all that stuff. And so, what is it? It's taking a long time. I guess because we both had trucks, right? And then so, she looked pretty cute, right? I mean, everyone does, right? No one's ugly. But this girl was, she was pretty cute. And then so, I go, okay, what am I going to do? All right, if she's still pumping gas by the time I'm going, I'll go and I'll say hi or something, right? Anyways, my gas went through, so then okay, I had to go inside for my change or whatever. And then she's still cleaning her windshield. And then I go, hey, if I knew you did your windshield so good, I would have hired you to do mine. She's like, ha, 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 ha. And laughed, but I still did it, right? And then, I started walking in there. I'm like, stupid. That's the worst line I could have said. That was horrible. But then, I go, okay, you know what? If she's still out there by the time I get my change and go, I'll just talk to her. Let's see. So I do it, and then she's like the world's slowest windshield wiper because she's still wiping her windows. And then I went over there, and then we just started talking. And the thing is, I'm in the zone. I'm late to school, but I'm in the zone, right? I'm thinking, God, I got to go to work. But the thing is, I'm talking to her, and then you just start hitting it off. I'm having her laugh. I'm hitting on all my jokes. I mean, everything was cool. She was laughing, and then she's doing that kind of thing, that responsive thing. So, I'm like, okay, I got her. But deep inside my mind, I'm like, this is stupid. You know why? Because I met her at a gas station. It's like that's horrible. But you know what? Okay, we're just gonna be friendly and stuff, and then I'm like, she's still going. I really wanted to ask her out, even ask her name, but I didn't. You know why? Because we're at a gas station. And I'm like, so I'm thinking like, wow, this looks like it'd be pretty good. She's probably lives close to me and stuff like this, but gosh, just telling people I'm at a gas station, whatever. And then, anyways, whatever happened, I chickened out and I go, all right, I got to go to work. I'll see you around, maybe, right? And I got in my car and started driving. I'm like, gosh, that totally sucked. Because, what if we started dating and people go like, oh, how'd you meet? Oh, at a gas station. And I thought about it and I go, oh my God, that would have been the greatest story ever. How'd you guys meet? Oh, the gas station. Oh yeah. He said, oh yeah, about the whole windshield wiper thing. And I remember this. He went inside, tried to act like he's buying change, but he came back out. I was still there. I was acting like I was doing the windshield, that kind of story. And I'm like, oh. So now that was the very last time I decided to do a live in the what if. What if I asked her number? What if I asked her out? We could have been married. Who knows? There'd be no Big Daddy Shin. It'd just be me and the gas station girl, right? But I didn't. I chickened out. And so ever since that day, if I see somebody, I will take the time. I will talk to them. I will find their name out and whatever. Usually the case, they're married. But at least I don't have the fear. I'm not going to sit there and drive home. What if? Nah, I'm going to just go for it. Hey, Miguel, what's going on, man? Yeah, I miss you guys too. I miss all teaching because it's like weird. I'm not really teaching. Well, okay. It's like more advice and like, it's more advice and I'm like a counselor. It's weird and a motivator. So that's what I do for the class. The exercise bike you see on the that side of me right there, it's called a Precor AMT, an adaptive movement technology. Okay, so it's you have the steps. So it's a combination between a step machine and an elliptical. Okay. Now, when you do ellipticals, you're on a track and it just goes 1, 2, a certain thing, or a shortened or whatever, but it's always on the same arc, right? This one, you could push it forward, go forward to run, go stepping up like this, backwards, everything, all without stopping. And you have this thing going. And then so Harold the Handyman told me, dude, you need something like that because it's gonna make you burn a lot more calories. And yes, he is totally right. And then it's much better than an elliptical machine because elliptical machines you only could do just one motion, and then it's like about 7 feet long, like the really long thing. This one, it was shorter, so I was able to get it inside my door. But it cost $1,100. It was totally worth it. Does that mean I'm ever going to go to the gym again? No, I'm never going to go to the gym again. You know why? Because I spent $1,100 on this machine over there. So, yes, awesome. When I see Miguel, I think of Recuérdame. All right, next up. What's next? By the way, what's the score of the Dodger game? Anybody? Anybody have it on for me? All right. I guess the live chat just died. Anyways, if there is no other questions, then I am going to see whoever comes on. Okay. Question is, did you date any of those belly dance girls? Short answer is no, I didn't. Okay. So, when you're in like an industry like that and then you start dating one of the girls, the word gets around. So you better marry that person if you date a girl in there, right? But also, if you became one of those serial daters and stuff and you're not an actual dancer, then people will start to label you as a creep. So, it comes down to this. It's when people they it's your life choices. So if I'm not dating anybody, right? So do I decide to stay home and watch Netflix or read Facebook, or do I go out and hang out with hot chicks? Even if you're not dating them, right? It's like, shoot, why not? Right? So that's the choice I made. So does it mean that a lot of people that get intimidated and go, yeah, all he does is hang out with hot girls? Yeah, it could be a downfall, but the people that really know me know that, like, yeah, if I'm gonna marry one day. I don't know when. I'm waiting for the right girl to propose, right? But yeah. So the answer is that one is no. So the dieting thing. Okay. Yes, I know you wish the best result, but I love your eating at restaurants, house party videos. Yeah. So most of the time, especially when things are open, I did way more of those type of videos, especially like you just see what to eat and stuff. But I'm kind of limited now, and also the house party stuff. I'm kind of limited those too. There's a time where it just felt like you could have been a fly on the wall, hanging out in those video stuff, and they're pretty fun. I'm not big on Halloween, so I don't think I'll have a Halloween video. But like while we're quarantining, maybe you get the ones where I go eat with my mom or Harold the Handyman or just whoever, right? So that's how those things come about. I wish I could have more, but what can we do? So in the meantime, I still give the regular videos, the lifestyle reset ones, and some video in between, So we have the singing on Friday nights. I like these things though. All right, Angel or Miguel, sorry. I like these live streams and the singing videos, like Wednesday and Friday, right? But everything else, we'll just see how it goes. You know what I miss? The video game ones, playing the Scribble. So we should start doing that, right? But yeah, Laurie's, I could eat prime rib every day, and I totally would. Yeah. Yes. All right. What else is there? Anybody? Can I edit these videos straight up in the thing? No way. Wow. Okay. Here we go. What are the best movies and TV shows you recommend? All right. So, movies. Well, let's go. Okay, movies. All right. In no particular order, my favorite movies are Moulin Rouge, Little Mermaid, what is it? Only You, Notting Hill. There's a lot. I like romantic comedies. I like thinking things, okay? But like, okay, right now, if you watch movies, what did I watch recently that's pretty good? Because I watch a lot. I watch a lot of movies. and some of them are surprisingly good. Like when I watched the Three Stooges movie, that was actually a pretty good movie. I was like, wow. But TV shows, I always like the ones where the bad guy is usually a good guy, but then he turns bad slowly, like Breaking Bad, right? And then Sneaky Pete, right? I like watching those type of things. Oh, Cobra Kai is really good on TV right now too. And but all time, I mean, the shows that I like were like all old. I love the Twilight Zone, Three's Company. You know, it shows how old I am. What's happening? You know, but then movies. You know, what's actually a good movie is if you watch the original Star Wars. Star Wars 4, 5, and 6. Well, 4 and 5. 6 is like all right, but yeah. So Big Trouble in Little China, that's a really good one. I like Kurt Russell. So basically, when I watch movies too, I just basically watch for the actors, right? I'll watch almost anything Brad Pitt. He's awesome. He's a stud. I mean, if I was white, you probably wouldn't tell the difference between us, right? But I like watching his movies. I like watching Al Pacino movies, John Cusack. You know, like the other day we saw Rodney Dangerfield movie. So every Friday and Saturday night, it's like, you know, me and Jill, my friend Jill, like we just log on to same computer, like she logs in from her house to my house, and then we throw on Netflix or something and watch it. It's pretty awesome. I highly recommend you guys do that if you guys can. All right. What's next? Anything else? This is when you guys can ask me pretty close to anything and I'll probably answer. Maybe. Who knows? What is the best Disney movie based off the real life animation remakes? Okay. I'm not going to lie to you. Mulan was the best one in my opinion. Okay? The reason being is because Mulan is the only one that I watched. I didn't watch the Beauty and the Beast or Cinderella or, you know, all those different stuff because I'm not interested in the remakes of stuff. I like the first one. Okay? If I'm going to watch a cartoon movie, I want to watch a cartoon movie. I want to see when, like Mulan, you know, when she cuts her hair off, I want her to sing Reflection and look at herself in the sword. You know, I don't want, like, you know, all these like political stuff they're talking about. I don't know. All right, Eddie. Good night. So they say, why don't you date Jill then? Jill and I are like brother sister, meaning we argue like brother and sister. We have great times together, but it's like you asked about my affair before, right? But me and Jill, we don't spend that much time together, but we have a good time hanging out. So that's why. Do a Dodger jersey collection or something. Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it soon. I mean, I just have my regular jersey and the Mexican Dodger jersey thing. And this Dodger shirt. Dia de los Dodgers. Gus got me this shirt one day. So, the thing about me and Mafair, it's not like we're enemies or anything. We just don't talk, you know? She's doing her thing. She got married and she does her business and stuff out there. And I do mine. So, anyways, that's pretty much that. So, yeah, I didn't talk to her ever since. All right. What else? I know who you are. cute baby animals. All right. It's time to go. 3, 2, 1. All right. Time to go. Anyways, thanks for watching, you guys. If you want more live stream, Friday at 8 LA time. Got it? And then so I will see you next time. All right. Thank you for watching. Wait, hold on. Thank you for watching Worldwide Wednesday. Yay.